Today we take a look at Michigan's incoming transfer, Jaelin Llewellyn. If you haven't yet, please share and subscribe to help grow the channel, and I hope you enjoy the video. Coming out of high school, Jaelin Llewellyn was ranked the 99th player overall and the number 18 ranked point guard in the country. The guard out of Canada was initially offered by Clemson, Florida, Georgetown, Purdue, Stanford, Tennessee, Ohio State, Creighton, and others before he chose to go Ivy League and play for Princeton. He played 2 years before the Ivy League canceled the entire 2020-2021 season due to the pandemic. In his final year at Princeton, he averaged 15.7 points per game and finished 8th in the Ivy League in three-point percentage, shooting 38.7% from distance on almost 6 attempts per game. Since the Ivy League doesn't allow graduate players to play, Llewellyn was forced to transfer out, and he actually committed to Clemson on April 12th for all of 7 days before decommitting on April 19th. Llewellyn then opened up his recruitment and committed to Michigan just 10 days later on April 29th. Let's look at his measurables. Llewellyn is a taller guard. He's about 6'2". He's about 185 pounds. He has a good wingspan at 6'6", putting him at +4 on the index. Today's video is powered by SeatGeek. Get $20 off any tickets sold using promo code Ant Wright on the SeatGeek app or website. Llewellyn's ability to create offense for himself is what makes him a tough player to guard. In isolation situations, he graded out in the 85th percentile for efficiency. He has good size for an on-the-ball guard, and despite being taller, he's still a very shifty player. Because of his shiftiness, defenders a lot of times have to give him space for threes and mid-range pull-up jump shots because they're so afraid of getting blown by off the dribble. He isn't afraid to take his time with the ball, especially when he feels there's a size advantage. He takes advantage of mismatches against bigger players, using their slower speed against them and smaller players in the post and around the basket, where he was one of the most post-up efficient guards nationally, using his body and angles to finish around the rim. Michigan has not had a taller guard who can create offense like this in the Juwan era. If there are lulls in the offense or it's late clock, Llewellyn doesn't always need a screen. He can just go heads up with his defender, be aggressive, and make a play as a 3-level scorer. When going off the dribble utilizing the ball screen, he graded in the 77th percentile. His screener at Princeton was 6'7", 210 pounds, but at Michigan, it'll be 7'1", 260 pounds, and an All-American who will be able to roll to the rim or pop for a jump shot. He does a good job reading screens, whether he uses the screen, rejects the screen, shoots off the defender going under or over the screen, getting to the rim, getting to his mid-range game, or using different layup packages to finish around the basket. He worked pretty hard for his baskets this past season, and he should get some reprieve this year. He's a tough threat off the dribble, able to showcase a quick trigger once he gets his space. Llewellyn gets good looks in the quick pick and roll game and secondary fast breaks. A simple two-man game is enough offense to manufacture points and quality shots, especially if surrounded by a little bit of shooting. There have been so many questions about what position is he going to play, can he do this, can he do that, is he capable of doing this or that? Once again, you can't box score watch in these types of situations. Princeton's offense had Llewellyn have dual responsibilities as both the point guard and the shooting guard. He was surrounded by really good shooting. I believe they were top 5 in the country. So when he got into the pick and roll, he had to be aggressive due to the spacing his teammates gave him. But when he attacked and the defense slipped for a fraction of a second, he made the correct read to the correct player. You have a 7'1" center with a 6'2", 3-level type of guard and ball screen actions, surrounding the pick and roll game between Llewellyn and Hunter Dickinson with quality shooting ability. That's going to make that concept very tough to guard and equally tough to plan for. Overall, Jaelin Llewellyn should bring speed, aggressiveness, some 3-level scoring, and some height to the guard position. Michigan needs him to be a floor spacer, a creator, and a plus defender at minimum. We'll see what type of role he slides into once the games start, the pieces start to gel, and we see the new dynamic of the team.
Van Edge can't guard me.